Hey guys, welcome back. I am Jason Sawyer, and I am standing in an icy cold, clear flowing creek. And you might look at this stream and think, oh man, that's totally fine to drink. There's no issues with that. It's flowed over the 7 rocks required to purify it. And there's no way you're gonna get sick from drinking it, and you might be right. Then again, you might be terribly wrong. Let me show you exactly why you should always, if you can, purify your water in some way, whether it be filtration or boiling or both. This is about 20 yards upstream from where I was just standing. And that, my friends, is a very disgusting, very dead deer that met its demise in the creek somehow. I'm not sure exactly how. Was it hit by a car? Was it, shot, ran into the creek and never found? I don't really know. We might know more here in a minute. If it's not too far gone, we might discover what exactly happened to it. But we got to get it out of this creek, because this is the creek that's on my property, and I do not want a dead, rotten, stinking, because it's freezing cold. It's like 20 degrees right now, but when it warms up, it stinks. That thing is ripe. Even as cold as it is right now, that thing is stanky. But I'm gonna drag it across my field, way up in the woods, far from the house, far from anything. And the scavengers will catch wind of it pretty soon and take care of it. Usually, like when I kill a deer, I'll take the rest of the carcass out in the woods and it's gone within about 24 hours. I would imagine it's gonna be the same for this guy. There we go. So I've drug it a few hundred yards from the house, maybe, give or take, away from the creek, away from our water source, so it won't get anybody sick or get the animals sick. And I'm just gonna leave it here for the scavengers, and they'll take care of it really, really quick. So if you're in a wilderness setting, hiking, camping, whatever situation it may be, always bring some way to filter your water, because you just don't know what could be 20 yards upstream from you. At a minimum, water purification tablets. At a maximum, I'd say, purify and boil your water all in one go, and then you could be extra safe. Now, in a homesteading kind of situation, I always recommend that we have multiple ways to have water come to your house. So, for example, in my situation, I've got a well, right? And it normally operates off of electricity, and that's how we pump the water into the house to take showers and drink and all that kind of good stuff. If the power is out, we have a hand pump that will allow me to continue the flow of water into the house. Obviously limited to how much I'm willing to pump, but it will get the job done. And it's difficult to kind of contaminate the well. It's sealed off pretty well, but it could still happen, and that's why we have a whole house water filtration system. Now, in addition to that, I also have another water source, which is that creek that you just saw. The creek is a fantastic thing because the animals can drink out of it. I never give my dog water, for example. She doesn't have a water bowl. She has a pond, and she has a fresh flowing creek, usually fresh flowing creek, to drink out of, and never had any issues with that before. So don't see changing that situation. And dogs are just pretty tolerant to that kind of stuff anyway. But that's a secondary source of water for us. I think in a homestead situation in your house, you should have at a minimum a Burkey water filter, something that you could pour creek water into, lake water into, and then have fresh, clean drinking water. And those things are really, really amazing. I haven't tested it, but even with dead deer water, you could drink the water out of your Burkey. Don't hold me to that. Don't sue me if you get sick afterwards, after you wring a dead deer out and try to drink it through your Burkey. But they are really, really good, and they take care of all the nasties that are in the water. So at a minimum, I would say that. You could boil it first and then pour it into the Burkey to be extra cautious. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, and I'm thinking about starting a side business, and it's gonna be aquatic dead deer removal services. So let me know in the comments if you think that's a good route for me to take if this YouTube thing doesn't work out. So we'll see you on the next one.